Hello, thank you very much for clicking this video. I am Ali Hossain and you are watching Learn with Ali Hossain. In this tutorial, I am going to convert this PSD file into HTML, and as you can see, this is HTML file I already converted and I captured everything in one tutorial. That means if you watch this tutorial first to last, you will understand how I convert this one. I used here Bootstrap 4 and also this one is mobile friendly responsive. As you can see, if I scroll down, you can see I used here mobile menu and also a responsive slider, as you can see, and also everything is responsive. So now you might be asked why I should learn PSD to HTML. Actually, if you have good knowledge about PSD to HTML, you can complete your college project and also you can earn some money at your home. Right now I am the biggest freelance marketplace called Upwork, and you can see here here have plenty of job regarding PSD to HTML conversion. This project published 18 hours ago, and you can see his budget is $10. But if I scroll down, you can see here have another project, and this one is from Indian, and this one have $1000 budget. And also if I come to load more button, you can see another project will be loaded, and this one is HTML, CSS and jQuery. This one also PSD to HTML project, and this client is from United States, and he will pay you hourly, and how much hour you work he will pay you as hourly rate. This one is another biggest freelance marketplace. I think this one is second biggest freelance marketplace in this world, and here you can see lots of job about PSD to HTML. And you can see this guy budget is 181, and here have some bid, and it's regarding to $12, $22 to 1. And this is another one biggest freelance marketplace called Fiverr, and here you can see plenty of people provide such kinds of service about PSD to HTML. So if you have good knowledge about PSD to HTML, you can earn a lot of money. And if you're interested to learn now PSD to HTML, please continue with this tutorial. I am coming back after the intro. So let's start. At first I am going to download this. Also you will get this link in the description, so you can download this for free. And also before using this in your project, I suggest you to read the template license. Actually, thank you very much for Team OS template for giving me the PSD file. Okay, so now I am going to download this file, and as you can see it's very small size, so I am going to copy this to my desktop so I can do everything perfectly. And then now I am going to unzip this file in desktop. Okay, so in desktop you can see this is our PSD file, and also this is the license. If you're interested, definitely if you before using this in your commercial or personal project, I suggest you to use the license. Okay, so now I am going to open this PSD file, and as you can see this is our PSD file. And in this PSD file you can see here have some functions and everything. So before starting this project, I need to I need to download Bootstrap. So I will go to the Bootstrap download, and as you can see this is the Bootstrap download link, and you can now download by clicking this download button. Okay, this is Bootstrap latest version 4, as you can see. So now I am going to open this. Okay, at first I am going to create a folder, and you can write it any name, but I am going to give the same name as the PSD file, so I can copy the name from here. Okay, and then now I am going to paste the name here. Okay, and here I need some file, so I need a folder called CSS. All of my CSS file will be here, and I need another folder called JS. All jQuery file will be here. I also need another folder called IMG. My all image or all graphic file will be here. And also I need two files. One is index.html and also style.css. So I'll write here index.html, and also I need a file called style.css. Okay, and you might be see that here is the Firefox icon, but if your computer default browser is another one like Chrome or Safari or other, you will see the browser icon here. Okay, so no problem. After that I am going to open this with index.html file with my text editor. I am using here bracket, and also you can check out my channel top 5 reason why you should use bracket, and you will also get the suggestion in the top right corner. By the way, now I am going to start my coding. So at first I will write here doc type HTML. Okay, and then HTML, and here the language will be English, so I am going to write en. Okay, and then now I need head, and in head I need title, and also I will give the title as the name, same here. Okay, and also I am actually doing in the head very specific and the required thing. Okay, and now I am going to add a link, and its relation will be shortcut icon, and reference will be img and then slash favicon.png. okay, remember one thing, I am going to add a favicon. Actually when you will go a website, you will see the favicon as like in Bootstrap you are seeing here a B, and also in this website TeamOS you are watching a favicon. So I am also implementing a favicon in my website, and also here I will implement our style.css and all other file. So at first I need to install our CSS file and other. Okay, so at first in this CSS folder you can see it's a free folder, blank folder, but if I open the download folder you can see here about our Bootstrap file, and also in CSS I am going to use only the I am going to use here only minified Bootstrap version. So as you can see here I have Bootstrap and also Bootstrap minified CSS. I need only Bootstrap minified.css version, and also in JS I will use only Bootstrap minified JS version. Okay, I am not going to update anything in Bootstrap file, so I am just installing the minified version. Okay, so now after I copying my file, when I am come here I need to add here link again, and in linking folder I am going to write here CSS and then Bootstrap minified version, and in body, actually I am in body section I am going to implement here my jQuery. Okay, so in body I will write here I am going to add some enter, and here I am going to write script. Okay, and in script I will going to add as src, and in JS folder I am going to add the Bootstrap file, and also I need to download the latest jQuery. So for downloading latest jQuery, just write here download latest jQuery. Okay, so now if you click here you can download your latest jQuery file from here. Also you can use Google CDN, so I am going to use the CDN version here. Okay, so I am going to copy this line and I will paste the script line here, and also before using this I need to check this CDN working perfectly or not. Actually it's working. Okay, so now in our website I already added style.css and also this file. So now I need to add our main style.css, so I will going to write here style.css file. Okay, so as you can see our all required files and things added here, and also I need to add two more things for responsive issue. One is meta, and our meta character set UTF-8, and also viewport. So extra space and then name viewport, and then space content, and our content will be width equal to device width, comma initial scale equal to 1. So as you can see our meta and meta name is viewport. Actually if you forget to use this viewport your website will not responsive. So for adding the responsive function in your website, definitely you need to use this viewport. Okay, as you can see in our PSD file we have icon and some icons, so I need to use here also font awesome. So for implementing font awesome I am going to font awesome icons, and then I will go how to use, and then I will click here, so it will be copied, and then I am going to use here free version, and then I am going to paste this font awesome in here in the head section. Okay, and also in this website have a font, and they must be used here Gorgia font, and it's a premium font. I am going to use here a free font like this one, so I will search here Google font. How to implement premium font in your website, I have a tutorial, and you can find that tutorial link as a suggestion in the top right corner. Don't forget to check if you're interested to know how to implement premium font. But here I am going to use a free font, and it should be this one. And I will select two version. One is in customize. I will select regular and also bold, and then I am going to embed this, and I will copy this link or also in the header section. And in style.css file I will write here body, and in body I will place font family, this one, and also in P I will write here P, and here I will write font weight 400, and H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. Here font weight will be 700. I think you understand. All of the heading will get automatically font weight 700, and only P will get font weight 400. Okay, so now I added all required things. Now I need to implement our images. Actually, as you can see, they are all images. So now at first I am going to implement our logo, and I will click here, and header section, this is the logo. I said detail about how you can cut all of the image from a PSD file in one of my tutorial. You can check that tutorial in the description, and also you might be get in the top right corner as a suggestion. So I am clicking here, and then now I am click image and then trim, and then okay, and this is the image, and I am going to save this in our file. Name will be logo. And then what I need to implement, this is a slider image. Okay, so I need to implement here, it's a slider, and here I am going to add this monitor. Okay, and then I don't need this text and also the controls, and then I am going to crop this. Okay, now I am going to save this as JPG. Okay, and also here have an image, so I am going to copy this image, trim. I am going to save this as service image, and here you will get some small image for 80 into 80. So I am going to save this image also as small. Okay, I think all images are collected. Yes, all of them are collected. So now I can start my coding. So at first I am going here, and I need to refresh. Also one more thing I need to create, and that is, I think you can remember in the shortcut icon I added a favicon. So I am going to open this favicon, and in here I will write here, and also selecting pixel, and which should be 32 and also 32, resolution 72, and color mode will be RGB. Okay, this is the favicon, and also I am going to add here a F. The reason because our logo name is F. You can also use here custom favicon, no problem, but I am going to add here a similar logo, so it will looks good, I think. Okay, and one more thing I can do, and that is, actually I am doing something so you can understand that it's a favicon, and when I am working you can see this perfectly, and for that reason I am actually adding this. I am going to add here 5. Okay, and then now it should be in the center. Okay, I don't need this background. Now I am going to save this favicon as PNG file to our folder. Okay, now I am going to open this with our browser, and as you can see, this is our favicon and also title, and nothing is visible. Now if I press Ctrl U in my keyboard, you will see everything, and now I need to check everything works perfectly and or not. Okay, so everything works perfectly. Now we can start our coding, and we don't need those tabs, so I am going to remove all of them. So we can start our coding now. At first I am going to add here, you can see in our PSD file, this is the header section. Okay, so now here I am going to add, this is our first section, and this section's name should be header area. So I am going to add here ID area, header area, and then I am going to take the class from bootstrap container, and then row, and then call md3. Okay, and also now you can understand one thing, and that is I am going to divide this area two way. One is this one, column D3, and the rest column D9 will be this one. I think you already know that Bootstrap have 12 column, and when you take the ID and MD for medium screen, LG for large screen, and you can add as you need. Okay, so now here I will write two class. One is social area, and in social area I am going to add UL LIA, and here I am going to add font awesome icon. I think you know a lot about font awesome icon, but if you have any question, you can check out one of my tutorial, easy use of font awesome tutorial. You will get the suggestion in the top right corner or in the description. Okay, so now I am going to add here I class FAB, and then class FA Facebook. Okay, and now if I refresh, I need to check if our Facebook working or not. As you can see, it's working. Now I need to duplicate some, and then now I will write here Twitter, Google Plus, LinkedIn, YouTube, and now if I refresh once more, you can see all of the icons are here. Okay, now I need to add our logo, and for that logo I am going to add another class called logo area, and here I am going to click A and then img, and src will be logo png. Okay, you can also, if I refresh, you can see our logo also here. Now I need to see here have another area, and here we have a search bar and also a menu bar. Okay, so now I am going to create a class called search area, and in search area I am going to add a form, and in form I am going to add a input type, and input type will be text, placeholder will be search, and also a button input type submit, and value will be submit, SEARCH, value will be search. As you can see in our PSD file, value is search, and under the search bar we have a menu. So I am going to add here a menu, and I am going to add here ID main menu, and UL ID UL LIA, and I am going to add here home, and I am going to duplicate some, and then now I am going to copy all of the text from here. Okay, I just create a simple menu. Our header section is completed. So now after I stylize those, I will come to the next part. Okay, so now if I refresh, you can see this is our section. Okay, now I need to style those area, and for styling now I am going to copy our main ID. Our main ID name is header area. Okay, so in the style sheet I am going to add ID header area, and in header area you can see we have a top, in top we have a border, so I am going to copy the border color. Okay, and then now I need to measure how much is the size in width. You can see this is 5 pixel. Okay, now I am going to add here border top 5 pixel, and then you can see this is a solid line, so I am going to add here solid, and color will be this one, and I don't need anything. And also you can see in bottom line we have a single line. If I zoom in, you can see better. As you can see, this is the border line 1 pixel, so I am going to add here border bottom 1 pixel solid, and also color will be DDD. And you can see here in our PSD file here have a padding, and also if I zoom out, you can see in also top area. So I am going to, you can also measure how much padding they used here, 20 pixel padding. So I am going to add here padding 20 pixel, and then 0. Actually I need padding in top and also bottom, but not left and right. Left and right bottom padding will be get automatically. So now if I refresh, you can see this is our section. Okay, now I need to fix our social area, and you can see this is our social area, and also they said that in hover section, in hover you will get the color. Okay, so now if you interested to fix your social area, I am going to take the class. Our class name is social area. Okay, so now I am going come here, and I will write here class and then social area, and in social area I will write here width will be 100%, and also clear both. Okay, and then okay, in social area you can see in the code, in social area we have an UL, and in UL you can see this is the list item and also some margin and padding. So for removing that, actually I am going to add here a class social area and then UL, and I will write here margin 0 and also padding 0, and I don't need the list style, so I am going to remove the list style, none. Okay, and now if I refresh, you can see our no margin and also padding and also no list style, but our this social menu social item will not looks like that. They should be left aligned, and for fixing that issue you can do that. I am actually duplicating the line social menu ULLI, and actually I am removing those parameter, and I will write here display inline block. Okay, actually if I use here display block, it will not work. I need to use here inline and then block, and margin right will be 5 pixel, so I will get some margin with every item. Now if I refresh, you can see they are such like that. Okay, but in our PSD file you can see we have a border background black color and then white color, but here they are all blue color. Okay, so for fixing that issue, I will duplicate this line once more, and in social menu ULLI and then I will use here some background and also. So now before using that, I need to fix how much they use here width. Actually they use here 35 pixel width, and the color is this one, so I am copying that. And now if I come here and I write here background color, this one width will be 35 pixel, and definitely I need to use same size height 35 pixel, and color will be white. Okay, now if I refresh, you can see what happened. They are such like that, but the width and height not working. But if I use here display block, you will see it should be work. Now if I refresh, you can see it's working, but I need this icon in the center. So for adding that, I will write here text align center. Okay, and now if I refresh, you can see this is such like that. Now I need a bit top padding, so I will use here padding top 5 pixel. I think it will work, but not definitely I can change this. Okay, it's working good. Now in our PSD file you can see it's a rounded, but here it's square. For fixing its very issue, you can use here border radius 50% if you use, and then now if I refresh, you will see that fixed. As you can see, they are fixed. But in our PSD file they said that it's a hover effect, and you can use a hover effect, and for fixing that it's very easy. And I am just duplicating this, and I will click here hover, and hover background color, you can copy this color. Okay, so I can copy this color, and then I will copy this one, and also I can paste it here. Okay, now if I refresh, you will see that all hover effect is working perfect. Okay, you can also use here CSS3 transition effect. If I use here transition 0.5 second, you can see interesting thing in animation. You can see now it looks very good. Okay, now in our PSD file you can see under the social icon I have 20 pixel margin bottom, so I can use here margin bottom 20 pixel. Okay, now if I refresh, you can see our this section is done left side, and I did not do anything here, but in right section I need to fix rest of the things. And for fixing that issue, now I will go to come here and I will select our search area, and then now I will hit some enter, and then now search area. Okay, you can also add a comment here that search area style. Actually I think it will better if I add styling and everything later. Okay, in search area I will write here text align right and width 100%, and also clear both. And now if I refresh, what happened, as you can see it's such like that, but our search of function is not like looks like that. It should be like this one, and for that issue you can fix that. I am going to copy the background color. Okay, now what I will do, I will duplicate the line, and here I will write here input. Okay, and then now I will write here background color will be this one, and color text color will be white. Okay, and border 0 pixel solid. Okay, now if I refresh, what happened, you can see it's such like that, but here I need a padding and also some border radius, so I will use here padding 10 pixel and border radius 5 pixel. Now if I refresh, you can see our search menu looks very good, and if I write something, you can see it's working perfect. But now our search area also changed with this style, but in our PSD you can see it's not looks like good, like same. Okay, so for fixing I can copy the background color from the search bar, and then now I am going to duplicate this one, and here I will write input type. Okay, type equal to submit. Okay, and submit background color will be this one. Actually I am going to change this, and I don't need to change anything. So now if I refresh, what happened, you can see this one is such like that, but it's a button, so when the mouse will be here, this pointer should be changed to the cursor. So I will write here cursor pointer. Okay, and also when I will hover it, the color should be changed, so I will write here hover procedure class, and I can add here a procedure class hover. I can add same color from this social icon, so I can duplicate the color. Actually color was not copied, so I need to copy the color and I will paste the color here. Now if I refresh, it should work, as you can see. Also you can use here same transition effect as like this one. I can copy the transition effect 0.5 seconds from here and paste it here. Now if I refresh, it should looks very good, as you can see. Also our search area also done. Now I need to fix our main menu. Okay, so now for me adding the main menu, I will do some space, and here I will copy the ID main menu, and for ID I need to add here hash, and then text align I only add here text align right, and here I don't need this, so I'll write here ul and also li and also a and also hover. Actually I am copying the required class, and now as like the social area I don't need the text button also margin and padding. Now if I refresh, you will see that they are such like that. It's here, the reason because I added here text align right, but I don't need margin and padding also list style, so I am going to use our margin 0, padding 0, list style none. And now if I refresh, you can see no margin and padding and also list style. Now I will use a display inline block. Okay, and here I will use display block. Okay, now if I refresh, our menu will be looks like such like that, and you can see our text transform are uppercase, but by default the color will be this one, but when I will hover it will this color. So I am going to copy the color name, and our font size was 14 pixel. Actually they use 12 pixel, but it's very low size, so I am not interested to use this. And now if I come here and I write here font size 14 pixel, color will be this one, text transform uppercase. Actually I need to use all of the text from uppercase. As you can see, they are not same, but in PSD all of them are same uppercase font size, so I am going to change. And then now if I refresh, you can see they are such like that. And also when I will hover, I don't need the text decoration, so I am going to stop the text decoration, none. I will use here padding 5 pixel, 15 pixel. Okay, now if I refresh, the menu item should looks much better, but I need to add a hover effect, and for adding a hover effect I will write here color. I am going to copy the color, and our background color will be this one. Okay, now if I refresh, you can see our hover effect also working. I think I should add here every A we should have a transition effect. Okay, and also every text transform submit input type submit we should have the cursor pointer and also transition effect. So by default it will get in every function. Okay, now if I refresh, it should looks much better, but in after service search bar and also menu we must have some padding, and how much I can select 30 pixel. So I will use here margin bottom 30 pixel in search area. Okay, so now if I refresh, you can see our menu is looks good, but I added more. I should use here 20 pixels, so it will looks better, I think. Okay, as you can see, our header area is completed, and this is a step 1 menu. But if you are interested to know how to create a step 3 drop down menu, you can check out one of my tutorial about drop down menu. You will get the suggestion in the top right corner, and also definitely you will get the link in the description. Actually if I add here a drop down menu in detail, I added in the tutorial. so it will be great. But if I add here a drop down menu, this tutorial size will be big, so I am skipping this. And also I created a clear tutorial about this, so I don't think I should tell much more about here. If you're interested to learn, you can see in the description, and also already passed in the top right corner. Okay, so now I am going to add here a banner, and here is our banner area, as you can see. So now if I zoom out, you can see our banner, actual banner here, and this is our banner area. Okay, so for adding a banner, it's very easy, and I am coming here and I am pausing this, and here I will write here ID banner area, and then I will write here inner banner area or item. Okay, and after every item will be a one banner, so I am going to add here image and our image size / banner image. And as you can see, this is the text area, so I am going to add here another div called banner text, inner banner table banner align plus banner text. And in banner text we can use bootstrap class container. Actually I don't think here we need bootstrap class container, we can use here main banner. Okay, and here I will add all of the text. As you can see, your title and also the read more button. Okay, as you can see, they are like that. I am not interested about bullet right now, I will fix this issue later. Okay, so now if I refresh, you will see here is our banner area. Now at first I need to add our banner, so banner ID, so I will going to copy our ID banner name, and here I am doing some space ID banner name, and here I will write width 100%, overflow hidden, and then now I am going to duplicate this one, and item, our class second class name was item. Okay, so I will use here a class called item, and here I will use width 100% and also overflow hidden, no problem. And then I need the image. Okay, in item we have an image, so I will use here img, and width will be 100% and height will be auto. Okay, and now if I refresh, you can see our image is a bit bigger. Okay, now I need to add one thing, and that is position relative. Okay, but in the rest of the coding I should add in the text editor, so you will see the difference why I added so much div in here. I think you also confused why I added so much div. Actually I think how much the image width is not a better, but always this text should be in the center. For doing this issue, actually I added those ID. So now if I edit our text editor, you can see this is the banner text class. I am going to add here a rule, and here I will write width 100%, height also 100%, position absolute, top 0, and also left 0. And then our second div, I am going to add a display banner table. Here I will write here display table. Okay, also with 100%, height 100%. Now in the third section and called table align, banner align, here I will write display table cell, vertical align middle, and width 100%, also height 100%. But it's not working. The reason because our main banner I need to add here height 100%. Actually I added same title, banner text and also banner text, you can see, and for that reason it's not working. So now I am going to copy how much I coded, and I will paste all of the code here, and after that I need to fix our banner text area. And now if I refresh, I think it should work. As you can see, it's working. Okay, now what I need to do, this is our banner text area, and now I am going to add here banner text area. Here I will write width 1170 pixel, margin 0 auto. It's a standard display size. Okay, so now I am going to add our last main banner. Okay, I will use here width 50%, float right. As you can see, now it's fine. Okay, so now if you're interested to style, you can style your text, but I think in this case there looks good, but I need to fix the read more button. And for fixing the read more, it's very easy. Just I'm going to add a rule, a background color. Okay, I need to copy the background color. This one, color will be white, display will be inline block, padding will be 10 pixel and then 20 pixel, and border radius 25 pixel, as you can see. And also I will use here a hover effect. Okay, hover color will be background. I'm going to use a light black color 262626. As you can see, I don't need a text decoration, so I will use here text decoration none. Okay, as you can see, now it's much better. So I am going to copy all of the rule from here. Actually I am adding everything here, the reason because you can understand how it's working, but rest of the code I will add here. Okay. So our banner is ready. Okay, now I need to add here a slider. As you can see in our main PSD file, it's a slider. Okay, so for adding a slider, I will download here BX slider. I already created a tutorial about BX slider in detail. You will get the link in the description. Okay, so now I will copy the BX slider. Also you can use BX slider as CDN. I will use here CDN version. You need to copy 3 lines, so I am going to copy those 3 and I will paste all of them in my heading section under the favicon. And here you can see I already added jQuery 3.1.1, but I already added 3.3.1 latest version, so I don't need this version. So I will remove this CDN version and I will use both of them here. You can also add a code, but I don't think important. Okay, so now I need to active our BX slider code, and for activating code I need to create here a script jQuery file. So I will write here main.js, and also I need to add this file here. Okay, now I need to copy our active code and I am going to paste this code in our main.js file. Okay, now I need to copy the markup. As you can see, this is our markup, and markup I am going to copy this markup, and then now I am going to paste this markup here. And in sidebar I am going to cut our item, and then now I am going to paste item here. Okay, now if I refresh, what happened? You can see nothing changed. But if I duplicate the item once more, you can see here I have 2 images, but it should not looks like good, that it should work perfectly. But why not? I should use this in footer after jQuery activated. Now if I refresh, yes, now it's working. As you can see, our slider is working. Why it's not working? Actually, you can see, first I need to install our jQuery, and then I need to install this, and now it's working in CDN. But if in your case, if you're interested to add this in local server and other, I have a tutorial about BX slider in detail. You can check the tutorial and you will get the tutorial link in the description. Now I need to fix these bullets as like this PSD file, and also I don't need those arrow. Okay, so for fixing it's very easy. I am going to see the icon name as like if I come here and I will write here display none, and you can see nothing is happened, nothing visible. So I am going to copy the rule and I will paste the rule in our banner section, and I will remove all other instead of this. And now I think if I refresh, you can see that nothing control here, but I need this control, and also this control color should be such like that. Okay, so for fixing that issue, I will copy this here once more, and I will write here text align right, so that they will come here, and I will copy this to our main file. And background color I need to change, so for before changing I need to copy the background color. Okay, you can see our background color is changed, so I am going to copy and I am going to paste the background color. And then now I need to increase the width and height to 20 pixel, and height will also 20 pixel, and border radius should be 50%. You can see it's updated. Now if I come here and what I changed, I need to add them. Okay, now if I refresh, you can see they are such like that, and also the active one will looks like that and rest of them will looks like that. So I think I did a mistake. I'm going to copy the background color and I'm going to paste the color here, and also I don't need the background. Okay, so I'll use a background none. So you can see it's such like that, but when I will hover it will looks like that. You can also decrease the border 5 pixel. Okay, so now if I copy this color, this code, and also I am going to paste this here, and I think I added this same. Okay, no problem. I will duplicate previous one, I will remove previous one. Now if I refresh, you can see this is such like that. Okay, our slider is added. Now you can add as much slider as you need, no problem. If I add one more, no problem. I added 3. Now if I refresh, you will see things here have 3, as you can see. It is such like that, and now I think you can style your slider perfectly, and this one is such like that. Now I can go rest of the things, and now this is the third section, and in this section I need to add, and this is the intro in here, I think. Yes, in intro section. So for styling the intro section, I am going to stop this one, and now I am going to add here another ID called intro, and then container class row class call md12. No, it will not call md12, it will call md4. As you can see here, have 3 item, and in bootstrap we have 12 columns, so I can duplicate 4, 8 and then 12, you can see. Okay, and then now I will add here our image. At first I have an image, so I'm going to add here image, and image name I was added this as service, and then name I need to copy the title in h3, and then now I need to add the text, and then now read more. As you can see, this read more actually in slider read more, and also this read more have same design, so I can use this same as like in banner. I can cut this and I can use this in here, and I don't need this. Okay, I'll use here a class called read more. Okay, same class. Okay, now if I use here class read more and also class read more, now if I refresh, I think it should work perfectly, and also this read more. Okay, you can see same. Okay, and when you can use the same design everywhere, you should use this, so it can save your time. Okay, now I need to duplicate this area for 1 2 3 times. Okay, now if I refresh, you can see 3 items are here. Okay, now I need to do some fixing. Okay, so our first thing, our ID name was intro, so I need to do some space, and I will write here intro ID, and I will use here padding 40 pixel and then 0. Okay, now if I refresh, you will see such like that. I have some space, and then in intro and then image, I will use here display block. Width will be 100% and height will be auto, and then margin bottom will be 20 pixel, and then now if I refresh, you can see it's such like that, and text is left aligned. I don't need to do anything, and also the font and other I can add one thing, and that is every heading I should have margin bottom 15 pixel, and also in P I can add margin bottom 15 pixel. Okay, and in body I can add font size 15 pixel and font weight 400, and line height 1.3 em. Okay, now if I refresh, you can see lots of thing is fixed, but in here I should add 1.6 em line height in this font. You can see now it looks much better, and our this area is also done. Now I need to complete this area, and for completing, this is the service section, and for adding the service section I am going to add here a ID called service area, and then class container, class row, class call md4, and before this I need another class row, class call md12, and here I should use h4, and you can see here I have some text. I need to copy this text. As you can see, this is not call md12, actually I think they take call md10, and you can fix this by adding here a class called call md1, and it should be call md10. Okay, so now this text will be centered automatically, and here what they added, actually you can see they added here a image and then some text. So I am going to add here image, and image, I am small image. Okay, and then h3 h4, and the text should be the title and some text, and every time service text should be a link, so I am going to add a link here. Okay, now you can see they added 1 2 3 6 items, so I am going to duplicate this for 6 times, and now if I refresh, you can see what happened. It's such like that. Okay, now I need to fix this issue, and for fixing this, you can see here I have a border top, and so now I am going to add the service area, and here I am going to add ID service area, border top 1 pixel, solid, color will be padding 50 pixel 0, text align, no, I should not use here text align center. Okay, and then now you can see in border here in the column md10 and then h4. Okay, so I should copy this one more, and then now I will use here class call md10, then h4, and then text align center. Now if I refresh, okay, now I need to change the font color and also other, so I can use here copy the color, and also font size is 22 pixel, so I will use here color, font size 22 pixel, and also font weight 400, font style italic. Okay, and now if I refresh, you can see what happened. As you can see, they are such like that. I should have margin bottom 50 pixel. Okay, as you can see, such like that. Now I need to fix this area. Actually, as you can see, this is such like that, but in our PSD file, image in left section and then this. So for fixing this issue, I am going to duplicate this one once more, and I will use here column md4 and then img, and in img I will use here float left, margin right 10 pixel, and also margin bottom 10 pixel. And now if I refresh, you can see that the image is such like that. Okay, now I need to reduce the font size, and for fixing the font size, what I will do, I will use here h4 and also h4a. Okay, I don't need those properties, so I am going to remove them. And in h4, font size is 13 pixel. Actually font size will be 15 pixel, and also font weight normal, and here I should use the color. Okay, now if I refresh, you can see this is such like that. I should decrease the font size for P, and also I should decrease the margin bottom to 10 pixel, and I will duplicate this one, and it will be P, and here font size will be 12 pixel and no margin bottom, so I'll use margin bottom 0. Now if I refresh, you can see they are such like that. Okay, so now I am going to duplicate the column D4 and I will use here margin bottom 15 pixel. Okay, now if I refresh, you can see it's such like that. And also in P I should decrease the line height 1.4 em. Okay, as you can see, now this area looks good as like PSD file. Okay, now I need to start the footer section, and in footer section you can see this is such like that. So now I am going to add a footer area container, class row, class call md12, so no call md4. Okay, and here you can see title, contact detail, and I'm going to copy h3. Okay, and then some text, so I can copy them, and in P I can paste them, and this one was a link A, and it will be mail to this one and also this one, and you can paste it such like that. Okay, now I am going to duplicate this, and second one was quick link, and here I will write ULLIA quick link text, some duplicate line. Now I am going to duplicate this once more. Third one was from the blog, I can duplicate some. It should be column D3, the reason because I will use here 4 column, and also a contact from newsletter input, and input placeholder will be name, email, and also type will be email, submit, value, send or submit. Now you can see this text form and also the search area form are same. So what you can do, it's very easy. You can come your styles area, and here you can see the search from input. You can cut this from here and then paste it here, and also just remove the search area. This is so this input style will work both section. Okay, now if I refresh this page, you can see this is our section. Okay, now I am going to add our footer section styling. This is our footer area, and here I will go the ID footer area, and you can see this is our background color in the footer. So I am going to copy the background color from here, background color, padding 40 pixel 0, and then color, always use a color, the reason because in alternative color, so all text will be visible now, as you can see. Okay, now I need to fix rest of the thing. In footer area h3, the title, font weight, I don't need to change the font weight, but I need to change the font size 20 pixel. Now if I refresh, you can see such like that, and those text are such like that. You need to fix this issue, and for fixing just you can add here BR, and now if I refresh, you can see they are looks like that. But in linking you need to fix, and for fixing it's very easy. Margin 0 as like before, padding 0, list style none, and then li. Here I will use display block, the reason because in every line we have only one item, as you can see here we have only one item. So now if I refresh, you can see it's such like that. Okay, now I will use here margin bottom 5 pixel, and then A. Okay, I will use here a color and our color should be this one, and also a light border bottom, 1 pixel solid. Okay, now you can see this is such like that, and also I should use here some padding. 5 pixel will be better, and also text decoration should have. Now if I refresh, you can see this area is looks like that, and also I should use here display block, so padding will be work. Okay, as you can see now it's working. Now I should have some space here, and for adding I will use here input, margin bottom I can use 5 pixel, and then now if I refresh, you can see this is such like that. I think I should use here margin bottom 10 pixel, so it will looks much better. Okay, now I need to complete the copyright section, and for completing the copyright section I can use here ID copyright, and then container class row class call md6 double time, and then p, and in p I can copy this line and then paste it here, and also in here another text template designed by TeamOS. Thank you very much TeamOS for giving us this theme, this PSD file for free, and we can practice PSD to HTML conversion here, so thank you very much. Okay, now if I refresh, you will see that the copyright section, in under the footer section I can copy the ID from copyright, and I will paste the ID copyright here, and I can copy the background color. Okay, background, this one, padding will be 20 pixel, and then 0, and color will be white. Okay, and in copyright P I can use margin 0. I don't need margin in copyright P. Okay, and also you can see this one is left aligned, and also in every coding left aligned text is default, but in right aligned I should add, so I will use here call class call md6, and that should be last item. Okay, a procedure class I am going to add last child, text align right. Okay, and now if I refresh, you will see everything is done, as you can see. So our PSD to HTML conversion is done. Now I need to fix the responsive issue. Actually in responsive section you can see also when you add bootstrap and also bootstrap code, this website will automatically responsive. And now if I decrease the font size, you can see most of the website and most of the contents are responsive, but I need to fix some issue. As you can see, all of them are responsive, but I need to fix some issue, and in this section now I am going to fix those sections. Okay, so for fixing those responsive issue, what I will do, I need to add a media query. Okay, in our style sheet I need to add here a responsive issue, responsive code. So I am going to add here @media, as you can see, and then only screen, and minimum width will be 200 pixel, and maximum width will be 768 pixel. Okay, I think you understand that this media query will work in minimum screen size should be 200 pixel, and maximum screen size will be this one, and under that it will work. And if your screen size is greater than 768, this media query will not work. Okay, I think you understand. Okay, as you can see now, what I am doing, background body. Okay, I will add background color ff1234. I think you can see I added background color red in body. Okay, but now if I refresh, you can see nothing changed. But when I decrease the background color, you can see it's changed. And also if I increase, you can see now background color is by default, but when I am here, you can see it's working right now. That means this is our actual area what I added this media query. I think you understand. I don't need this, so I am going to remove this. Okay, so at first what I need, actually I need this social menu, and also this area should be text align center, and also they should be in center. I can do one thing, and that is I can reduce also my text editor size, and this text editor should be here, and also this browser should be here, so you will see every code and everything perfectly. Okay, and also I should decrease this a little bit. Okay, now I need this text align in the center. Okay, so for adding them in center, you can do that. I think you can remember I already added in the social area text align center. Okay, so I am going to add the social area UL, and I will paste this line here, and I will write here text align center. Okay, now if I refresh, you can see this item are here. Okay, and also I need this logo in center position. So for fixing this issue, what I know I need to do, actually I need to copy the logo class. As you can see, our logo class was this one, class logo. Okay, so I am going to copy the logo class, and I will use here float none, margin 0 auto. Okay, text align center, and width should be 200 pixel. Okay, and I should have margin bottom 20 pixel under the logo. Now if I refresh, you can see this is such like that. Now I need to fix the search bar, but I think in the header section I don't need this search bar and also this menu, so I am going to remove this. And for removing that issue, you can see colMD9. Okay, so I am going to copy the class colMD9, class colMD9, and then display none. But adding such like class colMD9 display none, it's a risky issue. The reason because in the rest of the website, if you add colMD9, they will be also display none, so you should add the header ID. So I am going to copy the ID name here, and I am going to paste the ID here. Okay, and now if I refresh, you can see no search bar, and also here now this website looks much better than before, but the problem is how your user will navigate the website. Okay, so for fixing that issue, you should add a mobile menu. For fixing that, I will add a jQuery mobile menu called SlickNav. I also created a tutorial about SlickNav, so if you're interested to know detail about SlickNav and also its configuration, I suggest you to see the tutorial. You will get the tutorial link in the description. Okay, it's downloaded. Now I need to add SlickNav in our project. In this folder you will get SlickNav.js and also SlickNav.cs file. So this is our folder. Actually I don't need the download folder, so I am going to remove this. And in CS folder I need to add jQuery SlickNav JS, and also in CSS folder I need to add SlickNav minified CSS, and then in our text editor I need to add them. And also I will duplicate this one, and I will write here jQuery SlickNav, and also I need to active this jQuery SlickNav. And for activating, I will copy this one line only, and I will add this in the main file. You need to add the jQuery SlickNav in the document ready function, so I am going to add this. And you can see ID name is menu, so I need to add the ID name menu in our main file, and this is our menu, and here I will write an ID called menu. Okay, and now if I refresh, you can see SlickNav should be here, and you can see it's working. Okay, I added unfortunately in the social menu, so I need to fix this issue. I should add the menu here. Okay, now if I refresh, you can see you can change the sleek nav as your style, and if you're interested to know that, you can check out the tutorial I created already. So now here I will not style this. Okay, so now for fixing this issue, actually I don't need to see this in the desktop version. So what I will do, actually you can see they added a class called sleek nav menu. Okay, so now I am going to copy the class sleek nav menu, and then now it should be here and this should be here. Now in common section I will use here sleek nav menu display none. This is a class. Okay, but in mobile version it should be visible. Okay, so now if I refresh, you can see no sleek nav menu, and also in desktop version no sleek nav menu, but in mobile version I should have the sleek nav menu, and for that reason I will use here this display block. Okay, and now if I refresh, you can see in mobile version you will see the sleek nav, but in desktop you will not see. Okay, so I think you will be happy with this sleek nav menu, and now mobile user can navigate. And also I think you can remember I added here a width, and it was a big size width banner align. Okay, so now I am coming here in the banner section, and what was this one? Okay, so I will copy the banner text area, and also this one I will copy the both of them, and in media section I will paste both of them, and width will be, this one will be 90% and this one will be 80%. I don't need float right, margin 0 auto. Okay, now if I refresh, you will see that this is such like that. This is the background image and some text and such like that, and this one is looks like that. You can also skip the image or other, it's very easy I think. And now here I should have some margin bottom, and so for fixing that issue, you can see in intro section column d4, intro column d4. Okay, you can also copy the class from here, id intro, then class call md4, and margin bottom 20 pixel. Okay, now if I refresh, you will see that this area will be fixed. Okay, and also they are fixed, and also I should have some margin bottom here also, and I can use here id footer area, and then class call md3. I think you can remember I will also use here margin bottom 20 pixel. Okay, and also this text align should not be right, this one will also left, so I am going to copy the copyright column and I will paste it here, and also it will be left, and I will use here some margin top 10 pixel, so I will get some margin here. Okay, and now if I refresh this page, you can see most of them are working perfect, but I need to fix this issue. And for fixing, I can add one thing, and that is in here footer input I can use here with 100% and type submit width will be 150 pixel. Now if I refresh, you can see this area also looks much better, and this total website is responsive, and I think this video is helpful for you, and also you will be happy with this tutorial. And now before sending, and now this project is ready for send you to your client. Now before sending these such kinds of project to client, I suggest you to do something, and that is you should add the commenting, and also it will be important if you in later when you will code everything or when you need to update this website, so always remember to add some coding, and I always try to add this as like common style, and I will copy this style and I will paste it here, and I will write here header style, and you can use here search style, main menu style, and banner style, and intro style, service style, footer style, copyright style, responsive style. Okay, so your style sheets are decorated, and also you can add here that jQuery active code. Okay, now this project is ready for sending this to your client, and also this website is responsive, you can see, and I think you understand. If you have any problem, please let me know in the comment. And if you are here, that means you are liking this tutorial, and only for you I have an offer. If you're interested, I can send you the source code to your email address. Just send me the email address in comment. I will send you definitely the email address. So thank you very much for watching this video, and also if you think this video is helpful for you, please click the subscribe button and click the bell button next to the subscribe button. Thank you very much for staying with me, and stay safe. Thanks.